ਤਨ ਤਨ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਗੁਰ ਤਨ ਤਨ ਰਾਮਦਾਸ ਗੁਰ ਜਿਨ
ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਫਤਿਹ. Satsangat ji, it is a great honor and a great privilege that we have this time to spend together with each other. As we know in the world, all over the world, there's much change happening. But we have to understand that Guru has given us a way to live through these times, a way to understand the times that we're facing. Guru says in this Kali Yuga, in this darker time period, that we have to get through it, and not only get through it, but Guru says we have to rise above it. We have to understand that Guru sets our understanding, our consciousness, our awareness to know what is happening and to know what shall happen. And Guru gives us that understanding, that knowledge, and gives us that way to live so that we can serve others during this time. Guru sets our consciousness. What does that mean? That means that we think. Is that not true? We all have some thought. Thoughts go through our mind continuously. But Guru says that if those thoughts take us to the feet of God, to understand that it's God's will that what happens, not our own will. When our own will gets involved in it, then we become fearful. And that fear of the time and the space, we fear what is going to happen tomorrow. We fear what is going to happen to our children. We fear that what's going to happen to our future. But really, we're just people who are passing through a time of history. But to those of us who have been blessed to born at the feet of the Guru, or those who have come to the feet of the Guru, who have come to experience Gurbani, to hear just one time Satnam Vaheguru, that vibration that goes deep within, that raises our spirit. This is the true Nanakanam. Nanakanam means that vibration within our own consciousness of the name of God, that truth, that true understanding that vibrates in our heart. And through Gurbani, when we have Nanakanam, when we have that truth of that vibration that's resonating deeply within us, then there's no fear. Then comes the Chardikala. The Chardikala means that spirit that is unending, that spirit that is continuously rising, that spirit that can never be broken. And if we look at all our history, through all our gurus, their lives, the sacrifices that they've made, and the martyrs in this life who have made those sacrifices, have done so without fear, with an understanding that history has to move forward. And we're in an age and a time when history is moving forward. I never expected in my lifetime, I knew things were going to happen, that I could understand. But I didn't know that in my lifetime these changes would happen so quickly. But it's shifting and changing the way we think, the way we mold our life, the way we shape our life. But Guru says, shape your life around Guru. He says, shape your life around me. Create that shape around Guru's life, and Guru shall shape our life. That means that Guru, when we embrace in our heart that true understanding, because we have choices to make in this life of how we choose to live. We know, and we've read in Gurbani, Guru explains to us the 4 ages of time. We began at Sat Yuga, a time of truth, where I am, just I exist, and I exist in harmony and peace with all my environments and everything that exists around me. And we called that the Golden Age. And the second age, we call that the Silver Age, Treta. That Silver Age was a time when people began thinking about God and the infinite and the stars and the planets and the way things were made and how we think and how we intuit and how we observe what is happening through us and what is God and what is that nature of that God. And that third age, we call that Iron Age, Dwapar, that Iron Age, in a time when we began to question that existence and try to mold and shape each of us to a certain kind of existence. And we say that in the first age, in the Sat Yuga, that there were 4 pillars that held up the energy of existence. And then we said in Trikta there was only 3 pillars left. And people began to make those questions. And Dwapar, in that third age, there were only 2 pillars left to stand on, and humanity was weakened. And then came Kali Yuga, that darker age we say now, which is a time when that pillar is only 1 pillar to stand on. And if we have a chair, that chair has 4 legs, and if we take 1 off and 2 off, it's hard to balance. We take 3 of those legs off, and we only have that 1. Can we balance on that chair is very difficult. But what was said before Guru Nanak in those 4 ages was that those 4 ages determined how people thought, determined how people acted and reacted. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji shifted that understanding, is written in Gurbani, and he shifted that understanding. And he said, nay, he said, that's not so. It's not that the ages governed how people act or react. He said it's people within the ages that determine what occurs in those ages. So what does that mean? That Guru Nanak Dev Ji said we have to take responsibility. We can say, well, this is Kali Yuga, we knew this was going to happen, this is the dark age, therefore it's just going to happen, let it happen, I have no control. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji changed all that way of thinking. He said, that's not true. He said, we as human beings have a choice to make to determine how we act in this age. If we act as that Gurumukh, as we act as that one who lives at the feet of the Guru, whose every action, every word is from the mouth of the Guru, if we understand that, then we get carried through. But Guru also said that if we're Manmukh, if we only think from this mind of ours, and that carries our will, then we'll have to continue this cycle of birth and death. Note we in that Shabad, Hamava Gunabade Ek Gunanai, Amrita Chad Bike Bikakai, Maya Mo Barampre Bure Supta Darasio Prita Lagai, Ik Uttamapanta Sunio Guru Sangata, Temalanta Jam Traza Mitai. Hamava Gunabade. What does he say? Guru Ramdas Ji is explaining to us that there's so much that we've done in this life, and rather than drinking that nectar, that amrit, we take only in the poisons. And then we wonder why we have to repeat this life again and again, or why we fall into that pit, depressions, stressfuls, all those things that happen. Because we haven't held on to the feet of the Sangat. In this time, we need Sangat more than anything. We need to be united as Sangat. We need to come together as Sangat. We need to serve as Sangat. And we are making that mark today, even during this time of this virus and things that are happening. Sikhs around the world are doing seva to feed people, to help people, to call upon people, to check how people are doing, at our own sacrifice, because that's our nature. Because Guru has given us a way to have balance. Guru Nanak Dev Ji taught we have to have balance. And that balance only comes through Vaheguru. There's nothing else. The balance of this life comes through Simran. The balance of this life comes through Bani. The balance of this life comes through our devotion at the feet of Guru. There's nothing else that will happen. I know many in the Sangat are coming to me, communicating to me. I'm getting depressed in this time. I'm getting too worried in this time. And I say, why should one of us be worried? We're not worriers, are we? Nay, we're warriors. This is the choice that Guru gives us. Are we worriers and we're going to worry all the time? Or are we warriors where we're going to fight through these times? And that fight is on that personal level. Because many around us are sick. Many around us are having those problems. We are having those problems. We're feeling that pain. We're feeling that emotionalism within us. It's very true. We're very compassionate people. But we also know that we have to have the strength. We have to have that strength of understanding that will never be broken. Is that not true? Sri Harkrishan Sahib Ji brought that concept to us of midi-pity. And what is the concept of midi-pity? That's a soldier and that's a saint. That's the double-edged sword. When Sri Harkrishan Sahib Ji became Guru, he said, "Give me 2 swords, not 1." And it represented that aspect of being that warrior and that aspect of being that saint, that those qualities exist within us. We know that we say a warrior fears nobody. Isn't that true? But don't we also say that a saint fears nobody fears? Is that not so? A warrior fears no one, but a saint no one fears. And that's that concept within us of midi-pidi. That's that concept of that balance, that we're so strong that we'll never be defeated, yet we're so approachable that we'll always share our wisdom. But I always go back to that practice. I personally, when I rise in the Amrit Vela every single day, and I start and I do my exercise, I loosen my body, I breathe deeply. It's very important that we learn how to breathe right. We're only breathing, well, I don't know, from here, very shallow breath. In English, we say you have shallow breath, you have shallow life. So we have to learn to breathe deeper from our navel point, a much deeper breath. And when we exercise to breathe deeply and activate that navel point, that we call the solar plexus. And remember this solar plexus we called the first brain, because that's when we were in that womb, when we were getting those nutrients, it was coming through the solar plexus. And we say in this time again, that solar plexus will become that brain. So breathe deeply. We have to be physically relaxed. I begin every day with my exercises. And then after I do my exercises, I do my Simran. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. And after Simran, I do Panjbaniya every morning. So I start by first to exercise, loosen my body, whatever exercise you like to do. Loosen up, stretch, move your spine, breathe more deeply, get better circulation into your body. Do Simran, half an hour, as long as you want, to begin that process of relaxing, calming, and connecting with Guru. And when I do that, that's my first hour. Second hour, I do my Bani, Nitnem. Because I've been prepared physically, I'm relaxed, I'm breathing. Then I do Simran, which activates that which is within me that connects me to Guru. And then as I'm reading my Nitnem, Guru is guiding me in my thought process. Guru is giving me the balance, and Guru is protecting me and projecting me into my day. That's why we say, Guru says, give 10% of your day. 2.4 hours of our day to that devotion. Out of our 24 is 10%. And Guru says, if you give me that 10%, the other 90% of your day is taken care of. You don't have to worry about it. And we rise in the Amrit Vela. Why do we rise in that Amrit Vela? That ambrosial time of the morning, before the sun rises, so that as we're doing our Path, as we're doing our Simran, that sun is rising, and we rise with the sun. It gives us that consciousness, that awareness of that understanding of how this intuitive mind works. And we reflect upon that in the Amrit Vela. Exact angle of the sun is exact. Every ancient culture guided themselves to how the moon, the sun, the position of the stars. If you look at the pyramids in Stonehenge and other sacred places, and exact also at Darbar Sahib at that exact time. We've all been there. We've done darshan at the Sri Harmandir Sahib in the Amrit Vela. There's a special time when the moon, the sun is eclipsing each other, is growing, is moving, the stars, the planets, everything. Exact alignment. We're not separate. Guru Nanak Dev Ji talks about the solar systems upon solar systems that exist, and now scientists agree. But Guru Nanak Dev Ji expressed to us and gave us the understanding of the moon and the sun and the oceans and the pull and the tides, and how all of that connects and all of nature connects into us. What I'm sharing today, Satsangaji, is that the vastness of the knowledge that the Gurus have implanted within us are exactly to prepare us for these times today and for future times. And this is so important to let our young people know this, our children, our young adults, our young people, younger people. They want to understand what these times are, because they will play a part in changing these times. What this has shown us, this slowdown, Mother Earth said it's time anyways, is that we know that the existing systems of governing people does not work any longer. And it isn't going to work. And it will continue to break down because it's different time, it's a different position of the planets, all that stuff. It's a different time that we're experiencing. And a time, especially our youthful people, our younger people, and our young professionals, who are devoting themselves even more consciously and seriously to the path of Khalsa. We will be part of that change of consciousness that in future, for our future generations, this world shall come to peace. And we have a technology to help that. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said, Khalsa shall be 960 million strong. We don't know how that's going to look, what form that's going to take. But it's the consciousness of Khalsa which is being set within us in these times. And that consciousness is the consciousness of devotion. That consciousness is an awareness of our discipline. That awareness of our discipline is our compassion and kindness that we have to others. That compassion and kindness that we share with each other and to others, and that saves us, in that seva, that elevates us. It lifts us. And as we remain in that understanding, Nanak Nam Chidkala, that through that vibration of the Nam, of the truth of the heart, our spirit will always be uplifted. Always be uplifted. And by the grace of Guru Nanak Dev Ji, Sachapat shall, all people shall prosper in time. This is the power of Nanak Nam Chedikala, Derdi Bani Sarbat Bala. Through the vibration of the truth of the Nam, of God's name, Guru Nanak implants within us that rising, that elevated spirit, that Chedikala. And through that consciousness, through that awareness, all people, everyone, every being, everything shall come to fulfillment. This is the promise that Guru Nanak Dev Ji gave to us. And Satsangaji, that's how I see it. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. But that's how I learned it. That's how I have come to understand it. That's how I have embraced it within my life, that has given me an undying spirit, that for 40 years now I've been at the feet of our Guru, and Guru continues to teach me, expand me, and give me that understanding, give me that possibility that I can help share this teaching to the world. And that has been my mission for many, many years. We're not here, we don't convert, we don't proselytize, we don't want to convert people to our way of life. We want to share a way of living to all people, to everyone. Doesn't matter what their color, what their gender, what their faith belief is, what their preference is, how they live their life. We have only one that mission, which is to help uplift humanity. And that's contained in the 4 pillars which Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave to us. Bana, to be recognized. Bani, to be balanced. Seva, to help others. And Simran, to never forget the name of God for one moment on our breath. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Isn't that a simple way to live? Why do we have to make that complicated? Gurbani is so vast we can't in one lifetime learn it. But we can understand the essence of what Guru is giving to us. That is the power of the Shabad and Shabad Guru. The science and the technology of Sri Guru Granth Sahib Ji is Shabad Guru. Shabad Guru is that vibration through Gurumukhi, through the sound current that vibrates within us, that changes this way of our mind works, that shifts that awareness that shifts this mind's frequency to be able to take more pressure, to be able to shine brighter, that jyot that is given, to be able to use our intuitive mind, intuitive awareness, to know the unknown, to see the unseen, to hear the unheard. Guru gives us that ability in our humbleness so that we can take those understandings, those insights, and share it with others. That's the humility. That's the humbleness that we bring. So let us be very conscious and aware of that within ourselves, and aware of that, of how we spread that to others and inspire within our families. We have to be sure that our children are given guidance in this time. Not that we should say to them, we're confused, we're worried, we're fearful, we're afraid, we don't know, we're not sure. Don't put doubt into those children. They don't want the doubt. They're not looking that we should just control them. They are looking for wisdom. And we, as those parents or mentors or guides, gyanis, we have to give them our wisdom. They want wise counselors, our young people. They don't want us to control them. We know that as parents, we can't control our children. But they do want our wise counsel. They come to us because they want our wisdom. If we don't give them, if we don't show them our practice, what the importance is, if we're not doing our nitnem every day, how do we expect our children? If we're not coming to the feet of the Guru Matadek every day, how will our children learn? They won't. And they won't trust in Guru's teachings. And either they'll move away from them, or they'll just come to it because it's in their destiny. And thank goodness today, by Guru's Kirpa, there's so much going on for our youth today that wasn't there when I started 40 years ago. So Satsangaji, let us be very conscious of this understanding. Every week I'm going to talk with you more about how we can work through it, how we can get through it. If you have any questions which you'd like, you can reach me through my email address or through Sikh channel. There's many ways we can communicate, because I want to be able to help all our Sangats to grow in this consciousness, and especially to serve our children. So let us give them that opportunity. Satsangaji, let us just be still for a few minutes. Close your eyes down and breathe from your navel point deep. Take a moment. If you're breathing very shallow, try to you can even put your hand just here around that navel point area. And just breathe like that, just for a moment. Close your eyes down, relax your shoulders. And let us just begin together just a couple of minutes. Close your eyes down. Breathe deeply. Inhale. Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. 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 And now inhale your breath in. And hold this breath. Hold now. Hold this breath. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes closed. Mentally hear the sound Vaheguru, Vaheguru, and exhale your breath out. And take a moment. Keep your eyes closed. Relax your shoulders. Breathe deeply. And just be at ease. Sahaj, calm. So Sanghachi, it is my greatest privilege to be with you. I look forward to seeing you on our next program. And let us remember that as Vaheguru is carrying us through this ocean to find that peace in this life, we say Sukh Sagar, the peaceful ocean. That ocean within inside of us should be in that peace. And let us always in our das pray for this world, for healing, for all people. To call on the Jot of our Gurus, that light of our Gurus, to help heal this world, heal this planet, and heal within ourselves, our families, our streets, our homes, that we should find this peace, that we should find this way through, and by Guru's Kirpa, move forward and prosper in this life. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.
Tan tan Ramdas Guru, tan tan Ramdas Guru, Jin Siriya Tin Savarya, Jin Siriya Tin Savarya, tan tan Ram.